Hello guys, I'm Kumar and today we do the fundamental unit of life, which is the fifth chapter of class 9 science. So firstly, introduction. So what is the fundamental unit of life? The cell is the fundamental unit of life. So do you know at our first half hour of our life we are just live as a single cell, then its cell multiply or divide and make a group of cell which is tissue, and the group of same type of tissue make organs, and organ make organ systems. It is the organ system make, and the organ system will grow, combine like hands, feet, head, eyes, nose, breathing system, digestion system, and these all will make a organism. So there are about 75, not billion, not million, and this is 75 trillion, 200 trillion cells in our body. It is approximately no need to learn this value. It is just for fun. So every day an adult human being produce 300 billion new cells. So every day an adult human being produce 300 billion new cells, and about 300 million cells are die in a human being every minute, not day, not hour, every minute, with around 600,000 particles or 60 lakh particles, or 6 lakh particles of skin getting shed every hour. This is because of apoptosis. What is apoptosis? The cell is commit to suicide when they are getting too old or worn out. So what is apoptosis? The meaning of apoptosis is when the cell is coming to suicide when it is getting old or worn out. So cellular respiration. What is cellular respiration? The cellular respiration is the process in which cell makes or produce energy to function. Now next, diffusion. So what is diffusion? How this is the cellular respiration is because of diffusion. What is diffusion? It is a process in which the air is moved from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. As you seen in the diagram, the concentration of the air or the oxygen particle is higher than this, so the particle of oxygen or any other type of gas is moved from here to there, and there is other type in which is osmosis. It is a special type of osmosis, is a special type of diffusion in which it is same, but here the particle of air and in the osmosis the particle of water are go from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. So now we talk about the discovery of the cell. So cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. Robert Hooke discovered the cell in 16, and then the Robert Brown in 1831 discovered the nucleus in the cell, and then the Purkinje in 1839 coined the term protoplasm for the fluid substance of the cell. What is the fluid substance? The fluid substance is the nucleoplasm and cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? Is a substance in which all the organelles are float in a cell. And now we come to Leeuwenhoek. Leeuwenhoek in 1674 discovered the living cell first time. He take the pond water and observe it under his self-designed microscope, and he is that human who discovered the microscope first time, and he is known as the father of microbiology. Leeuwenhoek is known as the father of microbiology. He discovered the living cell in a pond water first time. He take the pond water and observe it under his self-designed microscope, and he observed the bacteria in the pond water. And now we come to Slider and Sean collect the data and make the cell theory. What is the cell theory? That all the living beings, including plants and animals, are made up of cell. All the cell are come from the pre-existing cell. It means the cell is multiplied into 2 or 4 cells. So this cell is multiplied into 2 or 4 cells, and these cells 4 or 2 cells multiply into the next. So now we talk about the basic type of the cell. There are 2 basic type of the cell, prokaryotics and eukaryotic. What is prokaryotic? Prokaryotic are the cell in which the nucleus is not defined, and eukaryotic are in which the nucleus is well defined. So there are some examples. The examples like bacteria and archaea are prokaryotic, and the example of eukaryotics are like animals, plants, protista, and fungi. There are major four type of eukaryotic celled organism. Mainly the eukaryotic cell organism are multicellular, and mostly the prokaryotic cell organism are unicellular. Unicellular means that which is made up of single cell, and multicellular means which organism is made up of more than one cell. So now firstly we talk about Protista. What is Protista? Protista has 3 types. First protozoan, second algae, third slime mold and water mold. So what is protozoan? Protozoan is a animal like Protista. Algae is plant like. Algae is the ancestral or primitive part, or the primitive the algae are the ancestor of the plants. The plants are derived from the algae, and algae are derived from the prokaryotes. And slime molds are fungus like Protista. This is the diagram of the 2 major cells. First plant cell, and this is animal cell. As you see the difference in the plant cell. And now we talk about the differences in the plant cell organelles of the plant and animal cell. What is the difference between these organelles? Cell membrane. These both cells have the cell membranes. What is cell membrane? Cell membrane is a membrane which bound or carry all the chemical reaction inside the cell. And the second is cell wall. Cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose and lignin, and it is a very important point that cell wall is only and only present in the plant cell. The cell wall is not present in the animal cell. It provides the cell with strength and rigidity. It provides cell the strength and rigidity, and this strength and rigidity has maintained the shape of the plant cell. ATP. What is ATP? ATP is the energy currency of this cell. It is help in the active transport. What is active transport? In the above, I tell you about the osmosis. In the osmosis, the particle of the water is come from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. But here are some cells who who have to go from the lower to higher concentration. They need the energy to go against this osmosis. So the energies come from the ATP. The ATP the full form of ATP, adrenal triphosphate. Organelles. Now we discuss about the organelles in the animal. So the first and the main organelle is nucleus. Nucleus has a double layer membrane, which is called the nuclear membrane. Simple name is the nuclear membrane, and it is the brain of the cell. It means it decide all the things about the cell, what the cell should do, what the cell should where the cell should when the cell should die, when the or what do the cell is look like. These all information or decide the nucleus and nucleus of the nucleus. What is it means that the nucleus hold or control the nucleus, and nucleus control all the cell. And in the nucleus there are chromosomes present inside the nucleus, and the chromosomes what is the chromosome? Chromosomes are the inside the chromosomes the information. What type of information? The information which are come from our parents or grandparents or the ancestors. The information is carried from the ancestors. That information help to cell. What do the cell look like? What type of cell is? What the work is cell done? What type of work is done by the cell? Now we come to endoplasmic reticulum. It is responsible for carrying information. Means it is in a simple word, it is a road of the cell. From this, all the information from the nucleus is go in and outside of the cell. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So on the rough endoplasmic reticulum, the ribosomes are seated, and they perform the protein synthesis. It means the protein is made in the or make in the rough air, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for store the ions like sodium and manufacture of lipids. What are lipids? What type of work did lipids do? The cell membrane, which contain all the chemical reaction inside the cell, is made up of lipids and proteins. So the ER or the endoplasmic reticulum or the smooth endoplasmic reticulum has a main role in the making of cell membrane. Now we come to Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is take the protein from this rough air and pack it, process it, and pack it into a simpler component, and pack it as a vesicle. Vesicle are the small bag like structure, and where the cell want the protein, or where the cell want the protein, the vesicles go there and release the protein. So that part of cell to that part of cell and release the protein. So lysosomes. What are lysosomes? Lysosomes help in the defense. If any foreign body or a virus like virus and bacteria come inside the cell, the lysosomes are burst itself, and the enzyme which are contained by the lysosomes digest those foreign bodies. Mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So what is mitochondria? Powerhouse it means it make the ATPs, which is I talk it about in the above, that this is the energy currency of the cell. The energy currency of the cell is made by the mitochondria, and it has its own genes or own genetic material. So now we talk about some organelles of plants. Almost all the cell organelles are same in the animal and plant, but there are two add up in the plant cell. So there are two organelles which are more than in the plants, which are more than the animal cell. So which are those two? What first? Plastid. What is plastids? Plastids are carry photosynthesis. It means the plastids are the plastids are responsible for the photosynthesis. And next, the vacuole. Vacuole, it hold excess water for the plant. So the vacuole is work as the storage of the water or the food material, and the plastids are responsible for the photosynthesis. So here the comparison and with the help of diagram we understand. So this is these are the two diagrams. It is of this diagram of plant cell and this of animal cell. So firstly we talk about the plant cell. So in the plant cell, these are the mitochondria. These are the plastids. This is the Golgi Apparatus. These small bag-like structure are the lysosomes, and these in which this is the nucleus, and in this is dot like this is the nucleolus. These are endoplasmic reticulum. This is the vacuole, and this is the outermost layer is cell wall, and this inner layer is cell membrane. And in plants, this out layer is the cell membrane, and these bag-like structure are the lysosomes. These are vacuoles in which the food material or the protein is packed from the Golgi apparatus. This is the Golgi apparatus. This is nucleus. This is nucleolus. These two are the mitochondria, and there are all organelles are same in the plant and the animal cell, but there is a small difference in the two organelles. In the plant cell there are two extra organelles, which is one of them is vacuole and second is plastid. So if you like my video, please subscribe to our channel and tap on the bell icon for taking my all the updates. Thank you. Have a nice day.